Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. The Plapper Platypus is the name. And I'm not sure if this is a guide or more of a show and tell, but basically, I have a clip here that we're going to play afterwards. This is going to be the very first kind of like, I would say, rough boss fight that most people are going to face. It is in the Twill Wool Tower, which, it's such a fun name to say. And it's against the Killer Mantis, whose the name's actually Mantis Ant. So the main reason I wanted to highlight this is because to me this was like one of the first really good fights in the game. There were like kind of mechanics going on. There was specific attacks that were like you really had to dodge, and there were other attacks that were kind of okay to tank. There was a lot of decision making, I felt like, in the fight, and it wasn't necessarily that hard. But it was a fight that I had the stats to auto, on paper. It's like, oh, we recommend this, this, this. I think it's like 3,400. And I think I was sitting pretty decently above that. And so I would go in auto. You could even see beginning of the clip. I'm kind of messing with my camera, trying to get the thing a little more centered while it's autoing. And then I'm realizing, like, wait a second, I think I'm starting to lose here. And so then I start taking over. And then I'm like, you know what? I am. This is getting close. Then I was like, all right, well, I'll just because when I took over, I was like, all right, we'll just face tank this, make sure we're doing our DPS properly. And you couldn't really do that either. I started losing even faster, I felt like. And so by the end of the fight, you can see I've really learned his patterns, which I think is a sign of a good boss fight. And of course, this is supposed to be easy, right? Everyone's supposed to be able to get through this, but it's still one of the first of the harder fights. And so I like this direction. I didn't feel like it was just purely a numbers thing, right? A lot of times in gotchas, especially more turn-based ones, maybe. No, but even like in Genshin, I felt it a lot. Where it would be like things would just become spongy and impossible to kill and one shot you. And this felt like it was a really good balance where it's like auto, your guy just goes up there and you do good damage, but not enough really. But really, if you take over and you manually are playing and you're playing it like an action RPG, you can I think you could get like way higher than what the recommended levels are. So this was just like to me, it stood out as a good fight and as a more of this to come. Hopefully, I mean, there's already a lot of fights I haven't done in the game yet. I assume that there's a lot more that are going to be good like this, but I don't know. This just set me in a good mood for high hopes. Between this and the event coming up, I'm very, very optimistic about the game. I've played some gotchas in the past. I'm thinking of specifically Die, where I was very optimistic day one, and then I kind of saw how things were, and I just like, is this what it's gonna be like 3 months from now? And I just like I just fell out. The game didn't feel like it was actually going in a direction that I liked. But so far, again, we're still early. But the general direction of the game so far is very good. It feels very free to play friendly at this point. Um, and it's just, more importantly than anything, it's just been a good time. And I haven't felt like pressured to spend a lot of money. I haven't spent any yet. And of course, as gotchas go on, it's going to become more and more pressure over time, I'm sure. But yeah, sorry, I'm just rambling now. This has stood out as a good fight for me. And I kind of wanted to share my fighting experience with it. So consider it a guide, consider it a show and tell, consider it just me enjoying it. Enjoy the clip to follow, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. It is now. It looks like I just. This guy hits hard. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab. We'll just do semi-auto. Oh, what was that? That stunned? I tried to run, but hit the wrong button. Some game's cheating, that's all. Line him up. This guy is way harder than the other shit. Just use all your mana quick. Run! Gem missile? Oh god, run. Don't worry, our semi-autos guys are doing it. Come on, Bill. We're doing our damnedest. I think we'll get it, but it's gonna be close. Keep curing. Okay, he seems to resist that fire, so maybe we should be a little careful about that. That might have been ground or earth, though. You're not gonna hit us with that gem missile, bro. Don't even try. Oh! We're on our way. I can't even see him. This is not what I want. Thank you. Go over there, please. Yeah, he resists my strongest character, which is probably not ideal. I mean, we might even want to switch. But whatever, here we are. We're going. He's going down. As long as we're careful, he's going down. It's not going to be a smooth or easy fight, but he's going down. Who's dancing flame? I knew Bill would be here for the end. Bill never lets us down. Bill never lets us down.